allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Would anybody like to do an invocation? And we'll do a roll call. Brenda Epp?
Here.
Jerry Harris?
Here.
Robert Rodriguez here. Bill Starnes is not here. He did call and leave a message. Alan Smith? Here. Steve Rhodes?
Here.
And thank you very much. And is there anybody like to do any additions to the monthly agenda? All right. So our first order of business is the approval of May 8th, 2019 minutes. They were all emailed to you, so if you did read them and there's no changes that needed to be taken care of, I will entertain a motion to approve those minutes for May 8th, 2019.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
And a second. Thank you, Jerry. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we approve there. And Brenda, do you want to do the financial?
Sure.
Bill's not here? Thank you.
This is about okay, Uncle Bank, general fund. Beginning cash, $15,141.24. Cash in, $4,815.14. 37 cents on cash. Expenditures of $1,668.89. With an ending balance of $18,247.86. The money market has a balance of $221,000.21. And the total funds are $219,209.07. And checks that we're paying tonight. Income tax, we got $4,815.14 with interest of 37. One check for 40, one to Patricia for 108. Action Fire and Safety 85. Northwest Safety Claim 127.10. Staples 45.32. Battery involved 55.90. Tyree Oil $1,485.62. Public Safety Center $745.70. News Review $70.86. Umpqua Bank $2,230.63, and Wheeler Bookkeeping $35. Any questions?
The Tyree Oil, we filled our tanks, or
We fill both our gas and diesel also.
do we know what we pay a gallon for that? Are we getting a deal?
I do get an invoice, it's around diesel's around $2.70.
Is that off?
It's usually a little, there is usually a deal because we're not paying taxes for the government. The one thing I might note, they put tax income as just a kind of all gathering subject there under revenues, and about $3,000 of that was the refund from SDAO for the security camera, the grant.
Oh, okay.
So, there's only really about $1,200 in taxes, and the rest was from them. So.
Good. Any questions? I will entertain a motion to approve the checks.
To pay the bills.
To pay the bills?
Yeah.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. And with that, I will turn it over to Jerry, communication report.
Okay. Website updates, most approved documents, meeting videos, minutes, blotter calls, treasurer's reports, chief's reports, and 2019 to 20 budget that was approved by the budget committee. I scanned the website, including emails for viruses, deleted any that were present, no apparent viruses in all district email accounts and on the website. There were several phishing emails. Added the approved accessibility guidelines page for the website. Updated the volunteers training schedule. Added alert about an emergency forest restoration program. Any of you who own property that's considered forest property, if you had significant damage from the snowstorm, you may be able to get some funding to help you to reforest. Steve, I don't know if you're going to address that more in your report.
No, I wasn't. It's a FSA program. I believe you guys did something.
Yeah, we checked into it, but I can't remember what the outcome of it was.
Yeah. Not only forest, but there's damage to fence lines, all that kind of stuff as a result of the trees coming down.
Let's see. I added the alert about the start of the 2019 fire season, which did start Tuesday at midnight. And it jumped up originally. We were told it was going to be just a low fire danger level, and a couple days later they raised it to a moderate fire danger level. But there are no public use restrictions at this time. No burning of debris, correct, Steve?
Right. You can mow, you can have campfires, approved campfires and fire pits and stuff, just no outdoor fires.
You can do chainsaw?
Yeah, chainsaws.
For a little while longer, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure when they're gonna change. I would get it done.
With this heat wave, they may change it soon.
Yeah.
I added a link to a video about closed doors in a home fire. That was a link Steve provided to me. And some people may be surprised at what they're saying, whether to leave the door open or closed in a home fire. But I'll leave that for all of you to view the video. I did change the layout of the home page to hopefully make it easier to view just the titles of topics in each of the 4 sections. And when you click on a title, it opens up the content. So it's easier to see all the different topic areas within each section at just a glance. And I'd love feedback on that if people prefer it that way or if they prefer it that way.
I went to the site, it looked real good,
Okay.
real easy to work.
Okay, thanks. Proposed changes, none at this time. Requests for suggestions. Any ideas for improving the website, please send it to Communications Officer, Web Manager. Communications with agencies, received texts of Fire Department 911 dispatches, received email newsletters from SDAO, and notices from DFPA. Communications with Fire Department, got the list of the April blotter calls and reports from the Chief, and received from the Chief the link to the video about the Close Your Door Safety Initiative. Communications with Community, posted public notice for the June board meeting on the district website and next door, in the news review paper, and at the fire station. Posted public notice for the budget committee meetings on the website and next door. Communications equipment, updated software on the district computer, and yesterday was Microsoft's Patch Tuesday, and this morning I went ahead and got all the Microsoft updates taken care of.
And I was on there today, they said they were gonna do another one tonight on the off hours thing too, so I don't know what it was gonna be.
There was another notice
Yeah,
coming
they
out?
said to leave it, leave it on, sign it.
Ah, okay, I hadn't seen that one. Thanks. And I had also installed the new Wi-Fi router for the volunteers training. And as far as I know, that is working.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay.
Any public comments? I'll turn it over to Chief Rhodes.
For Chief's minutes for June 12th in May of 2019, we slowed down finally at 12 calls total, 4 medical, 1 structure fire, which was a mutual aid to District 2 over in Melrose area. We had 4 MVAs, motor vehicle accidents, 2 natural cover fires, 1 lift assist. Fire season, as Jerry said, started June 11th, so there's no burning allowed, there's no other restrictions right now. You can mow, you can do safety work around your house and that kind of thing. They basically told us if there's smoke coming up, it's illegal, and they're gonna come out and cite. They're not gonna be issuing any permits this year because of the weather, and there's some other issues. There's been some legal issues with issuing permits and stuff getting away from them, and even though the property owner is, when you sign a permit, you're saying you're accepting liability, but when they go to court, they end up fighting it out every time, so I think they're just saying, we're not gonna do permits, and now we don't have to worry about that. Our training this month, we had the LPG burn with some North County Fire Departments right here. Our LPG prop, we got it together and been using it, it worked out really good. We had an annual refresher safety training. DFPA came out and with us the first week or second week of May. Wildland classroom and outdoor hose lays. We did our annual safety meeting and required OSHA training like hearing and eye protection, that kind of stuff. And then we did a safety walk at the station to make sure the eye wash station and the extinguishers and everything were up to date. Firefighters are still continuing doing wildland training and registering. They're using the website and the new router, as a matter of fact. We have a couple folks that finally got through driver operator certification with the state. It takes a long time, a lot of hours and different facets of operating equipment and pumping and all that kind of stuff. And we got one additional firefighter, one through EPSST also. The Explorers were with us for everything, so they're sticking around along with us. For equipment, the VFA grant was successful, and we're waiting for federal funding to finish that. So we've been approved for it. There's a holdup. The U.S. Forest Service has a holdup being funded by our current administration, and then once that gets funded, then it goes to the Oregon Department of Forestry, and then we get it. But there should be no issues with that. The SPIRE grant, the disaster grant we applied for, we were successful in that grant. I don't know exactly what we're getting or when we're getting it, but they got a notice saying that we met the requirements for the things we submitted. We're on a list with about 70 other departments, or not departments, but cities, towns, and other things within the state. There was $500 million were sold as bonds, and our share of that was the disaster trailer, a truck, a fuel tender, and a generator. And they're doing some final work, and then they're going to be doing the actually purchasing, and then they're going to distribute it sometime, hopefully this year. I hope it comes at some point this year. The FEMA grant news is due out this month. I think I wrote down a little bit later. Yeah, I did, okay. There wasn't any vehicle issues this month. That was great, maintenance repairs. And then we got fuel delivery. We've been working on updating all inventories, and we're going to keep on doing that. We brushed hog the station grounds and weed whack. We finished up the LPG prop. Received a bid for emergency power from Saban Electric. I think we talked about that before. I'm looking for a grant for that, and we budgeted that in our budget. I'm also exploring an alternative from Douglas Electric. I don't know if you guys got the paper a few days ago, this GenLink that they install on your meter so you can use portable generators, which isolates you from the Douglas Electric Plus. Then you can adjust on your panel what you want to run during the emergency. So it works on up to 200 amp panels. It would be a lot less expensive than putting in an electric system, or emergency system. But then the grant would offset that too. So we'll see how that works. But
So a generator,
I might do that at my house.
the generator would take over, but you could shut off what you don't want,
Right.
so you're not
Yeah.
overworking the generator.
Isolate your house so it doesn't go back. Power.
For people here in the district and under disaster thing, I think it's a really hot thing to do because Home Depot even has them. I'm not recommending Home Depot because you can get them on Amazon and everywhere else. They're around $800. They go right on your meter. Douglas Electric will install them for free because it's a safety thing for them. It isolates your accounts from that thing. As soon as you plug in your generator, it isolates you from the Douglas Electric. And the procedure is that you shut off all your breakers on the meter, no matter what size generator you have. You can just start flipping on circuit breakers and say, hey, I'm gonna run my refrigerator for a few hours, I'm gonna run my heater for a few hours or whatever. Or if your generator is big enough, you can run the whole thing. So,
That's a pretty good idea.
it is a good idea. And they're endorsing it, so.
Yeah, and if they're gonna install it for free once you buy it.
Right.
You don't know the cost of it, or it varies?
So it was around $800 for a resident. That's, local Home Depot and Lowe's have in stock for about $850. So. And that comes basically ready, and it has a 20-foot cord that's real heavy duty, and has a special plug that fits into a 120/240 plug on your generator. So it might be an option here. We don't really have that big of electrical loads here, so we might be able to pull that off. Let's see what else here. We registered the department with SAM, which is FEMA System Award Management. They've been sending me some stuff, making sure our bank information was correct and our contacts. So that's a good sign. We didn't receive any rejection letters, and the rejection letters have been out, so that's a good sign. So hopefully we'll hear something positive here in the month of June. I went to human resources training with SDA up in Cottage Grove in May. It was a pretty good class. They have a class upcoming in August, which will be the same training you guys probably had before, board training and laws regarding fire or special districts. So hopefully the new director that we get will like to go to that. It's usually $75 charge. The first one's free, and
Well, Steve, except we would have to apply,
We have to
and we
apply,
should
yeah.
do that really soon, because I think they have a limited number
maybe I'll
of
just
the
apply.
free registrations.
I'll just apply.
When is that? You don't know when they.
August 22nd.
Let's see, in Cottage Grove, it's, right, August 22nd.
So the one I went to last month, it was the same deal, but I went there for free, so we didn't get charged anything for that. So,
It's a Thursday.
yeah. They're pretty good classes. George Dunkel's coming down, who you guys might probably remember him, and then Eileen Akins, the lawyer also. Let's see, budget process, we had the hearing tonight, and all the documents are on track. I've got drafts of all the documents in Suffolk County. Something interesting, we've been hearing all about, I don't know if the public has, but Pacific Corp and PG&E down in California and them have gone into this de-energizing during wildland weather events. And so we just got some maps of how it's going to affect Douglas County. And in fact, it has already affected some of eastern Oregon. They've shut down some places out there. Basically, in a real severe weather event, high winds and heat, they're going to just shut down electricity. So they're trying to identify. We're supposed to meet with them at our chiefs meeting June 19th and talk about, for example, if they shut down Roseburg and shut down the hospital, how's that going to affect our city? And how's it going to affect cell phone towers? How's it going to affect all kinds of stuff? So the maps that we have don't include Lookingglass, but they do include northern parts of Roseburg, Winchester area, and Grants Pass, from Grants Pass to Glendale in the South County, and also around Middle Creek and Riddle. So
That would get any kind of advance notice when they're shutting that down?
we're going to find out. We don't know.
Yeah.
However, it has happened, and the citizens weren't very happy where it happened out there. I don't think they got their advance notice. So, but that's like, especially in California, that's PG&E's. That's the result of the big, huge fires last year. They're trying to prevent the huge liability losses they're getting.
So I guess the generator is a smart move.
Yeah, I think it may be that we're going to be using more than we have
Yeah.
before.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah. So we'll have some good maps, and there's a website. I don't know if you want to put that on the procedures and stuff, and all the information about it.
Send me the link, I'll take a
Yeah,
look
I'll
at it.
send the link to it. else, I think are we gonna talk about that later?
Mhm.
Okay, good. And, we assisted, oh, that's old stuff. That ended up on the bottom thing. Well, that was in May, I guess. So we assisted with the cleanup day parade and, participated at the Grange. And, yeah, so that's it.
Thank you. Any questions for Steve? Old business, we had update on donation of bank account, but Bill's not here, so I'm gonna table that, if it's okay. And then new business. There, first is to enact the resolution to adopt budget 2019-2020, make appropriations, impose and categorize taxes. Maybe you can help me out on this, I don't wanna say I'm a professional at it.
I gave you mine.
This one
It
here?
doesn't matter. Well, just be so you're gonna have to basically, I would guess you just read the first part, I hope.
Okay. So
We can put it online.
Resolution 2019-02, a resolution to adopt the fiscal year 2019-2020 budget, make appropriations and impose and categorize taxes. Resolution adopting the budget. Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Lookingglass Rural Fire District hereby adopt the budget for fiscal year 2019-2020 in the amount of $809,849. This budget is now on file at the Lookingglass Fire Station, 7173 Lookingglass Road, Roseburg, Oregon, 97471. Resolution making appropriations. Be it resolved that the amount for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2019, and for the purpose shown below are hereby appropriated. General funds, fire EMS organizational units, $73,900. Transfer to equipment fund, $40,785. Contingency, $15,000. The next is total general funds appropriation is $129,685. Unappropriated and balanced general funds was $25,000. Total general fund requirement, $154,685. The equipment fund, fire and EMS organizational units is $51,594. Contingency is $10,000. The total equipment fund appropriations is $61,594. Reserved for further use is $102,376. Total equipment fund requirements is $163,970. Page 2 is grant fund. Fire and EMS organizational unit is $491,194, so the total grant fund appropriations is $491,194. Total appropriations of all funds is $682,473. Total unappropriated and reserved for further use of all funds is $127,376. The total adopted budget is $809,849. A resolution imposing the tax, be it resolved that the following ad valorem property taxes are hereby imposed for the tax year of 2019-2020 upon the assessed value of all taxable property within the district in the amount of, one in parentheses, at the rate of 0.5077 per $1,000 of assessed value for permanent rate tax. Resolution categorizing the tax, be it resolved that the taxes imposed are hereby categorized for purposes of Article, I want to say 60, is that right? Not Roman numeral guy.
Article 11.
Article 11, thank you, Jerry. Section 11B, as general government limitations, so the permanent tax rate is 0.5077 per $1,000, excludes for limitations or none. And then the bottom line, once we approve it, will be the above resolution statements were approved and adopted on the 12th day of June 2019. Does anybody have any questions? I will entertain a motion to accept resolution 2019-02 as it was read with the tax amount of 0.5077 per $1,000.
resolution 2019-02 as read.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any object? So that passes, thank you very much. And then I'm gonna sign this and I will hand out the note, I'll pass it down. Jerry, do you wanna take over the election results?
All right. Or perhaps you should do it since you as secretary received the
Okay.
packet of info from the county.
So we got, 2 people who were written in. Gary Hermes got 10 votes and I got 6. And so, we're gonna let the county know that Gary lives in the district and we will qualify, and then they will notify him, and see if he is interested in serving.
And position for
And,
election results.
and Bill Starnes, was elected. And he got 257 votes, and Gary got, well, this is 41, I don't really.
Yeah, I read that.
So if Gary denies, then it goes to the second person?
No, it does not. I spoke with the elections office
Okay. I was
and
just trying to convince Brenda to say.
yes, if Gary chooses not to accept the position, he would be, we need to send in a form back to the county saying he meets the eligibility. The county will then send him a letter he needs to complete accepting the position. If he chooses not to accept it, then at the July meeting, it would be up to the board, if we get anybody interested in the position, to appoint somebody to the position.
Yeah.
And that comes from the state elections. They had contact state elections. It does not go to the second place vote getter.
Lucky, right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm pretty happy, I think Gary will be terrific.
I think so. But this is your last meeting though, right? So I want to thank you very much for donating your time. I think you did.
Doesn't she need to come in July to read the minutes before we,
Well, he can't read them, so yeah, you want to do one more?
Well, I mean, I can come and read minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
I want a smooth transition,
I have one
as
foot
long
in the
as
door,
there's
one
a
foot out.
transition.
Well, Patricia said she would help too if we need to. Yeah. For a while. And thank you for volunteering. All right. I have nothing. Anybody else on the board? Statements, comments? No? Public comment? Any? Good. Thank you very much for showing up. We appreciate that. And Steve, anything from you?
I just want to thank Brenda for the job she did.
Yes.
Last year, it's awesome.
Made it very
It's
easy.
been 4 years, right?
4 years, yeah, flies
Has it
by.
been 4?
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
I really feel bad.
I've been
because,
retired for 6, I can't believe it, it's amazing.
I really feel bad because we should have flowers or something.
It's
Oh,
next month, sir.
jeez,
Next
no.
month. Just next month.
Okay.
Okay.
Or I'll buy a new tractor or something.
Yeah, that, there, now you're.
You should have waited till the camera was off. That's with your money, not board money, right?
That's right.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, so our next meeting is gonna be July 10th, 2019. And with that said, I will entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.